Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you the remake on this. This was a cage that had a refusal 4 or 5 days ago. I did catch two toms a half a mile from here. A small wash that crosses the road, small wash. And then had a refusal. The cats were crossing right here from the main wash that had water in it, but caught another really nice tom in this area. So that tells me there's probably a female that's ready to breed in the area, at least one or two, but that's a very high population of cats around this particular part of the desert. So I really like this spot, and good. I like to set in sand, real easy sets. And so that we'll do the remake on this. It has a squeaker in the back, and so that was probably this cat that had refused it the first time. The wind had dried out all the scent and couldn't really smell anything, so rescented and put a squeaker back there to try to lure him in again, because he'll come back for sure. So sand's real easy to set in. I don't worry about the pan is down, so I don't worry about it getting under the pan. There's the way these cam trips are set up, there's plenty of room, and there's no rocks. So I like clean dirt or possibly sand on most of my sets if possible. As far as when I set drainages and stuff, it's obviously different if you set in forest or rock outcroppings and stuff like that, but try to keep your dirt as clean as possible. This is the attractor, and it smells like cat. It was on the ground in the back. He had peed all over it, and there's some gland lure on it as well. So I'll hang that in the back. Next thing, which I have some fresh droppings that were in the cage. I'll place those right on the back end of the pan. I used to do it up in front, which is okay every now and then. It doesn't hurt. It's just for eye appeal and some smell, is to take some and put it up in front to get them just inside the cage, and then that draws them that much farther in. So bobcat scat, these are fake small fellow feathers out of a pillow, and so I'll just throw those in the back. A lot of times I'll brush it in first and then throw it in the back, so the wind, we get a lot of wind, the wind wants to blow them around. I don't mind if there's a few that are out. It's just additional eye appeal. But in my opinion, which I know others don't, they put feathers and all sorts of stuff outside the trap. It looks like a bomb went off out here. Well, then they have problems, the cat actually committing to the back of the cage, because all of that, they want to investigate everything out here. So a few items to lead them in, not a big deal, but try to keep everything in the back of that cage. This is just some fake tan fur. I switch it up every year. I think this is cross fox or something, but sometimes I get red fox or raccoon fur. It's just stuff that an additional eye appeal. It has no smell or anything, but it just gives it, and it also holds my feathers down a little bit when I throw it back there. So 3 different pieces of eye appeal, along with the cage itself being an eye appeal object, helps. So we got our scat. So then I got my Y sticks. I like using Y sticks. I just cut a whole bunch beginning of the season, and most of them make it through the entire season. But when you're putting out 40 plus cages or 30, whatever, you quit. It just saves time to have a whole bunch of Y sticks. And then I can drop it right in the back of the cage. This is my LDC that I make that has some skunk and catnip oil, some spearmint oil, all just mixed in. This is my favorite. It lasts a really long time, and so then I just drop it right in the back. I'm not worried about getting scent. Whenever I take a lid or put something, I put it in the front of the trap. I know some people are more scent controlled, but when it comes to cats, not too big of a deal. If they've gone this far, them smelling like that lid or anything isn't a big deal. And this is any kind of bobcat gland lure. This is kind of a mixture of several different ones. Mercer's and Montana Magic. You know, there's some Kathmandu in there. It's just, I just mix any kind of bobcat gland lure will work. If you get a refusal, mix it up, change your lures, change your LDC. That may help bring, when the cat comes back around again, may help them get in the cage. This one I threw a small piece of bobcat chunk bait in there to just, and that may have helped seal the deal on this one. And so where the gate goes on last, but very important. I'll drop it in that notch, give that front corner a push. That way when it steps on, there's no chance of catching anywhere. Has my flag so that I can check from actually the main road over there 150 yards away, and I don't have to drive in every day unless I want to check for tracks. Finally, I got before I leave, I make sure the gate's not backwards. That's very important. And then I got some cat juice, and I'll squirt on the sides, and then some on the bottom to try to help. Normally when I catch a cat, I don't use a whole lot, but on my initial sets, or if I catch a fox or a skunk or something, I'll use my cat juice. And then of course urine right down the middle of the pan to the front of the gate. Throw everything back in, and squeaker's going, gate's on. Last thing I'll do, I'll smooth out in front so that I can see anything that approaches the cages, and look for prints. It's like poor man's gate camera, and that's a remake. So and then I'm on down the line. So that's how most of my sets are. If this is a big open area, I'll flag it. This one I happen to flag. So I got my enticer flag working right there, and any kind of movement, that thing really works out. So with that being said, we got nice Tom there, and we'll take you off here, and that's basically what the set looks like. It smells really good. They can't work it from behind too much, and we'll just wait on down the line for the next cat. So we'll see you on down the line.